Hey guys, welcome back to another video. For today's look, I'm doing an it look with a little bit of a twist. I'm starting off with my blood sugar palette from Star Cosmetics, and I'm taking that top matte white shade. I'm popping this into my inner corner and onto my brow bone. Just make sure you have your eyes primed so that it can be as intense as possible. The next shade that I'm taking is the lower left corner. Going to be popping it right into my crease. This is a red shade, but I felt like it wasn't deep enough, so after applying this one, I'm taking the second shade right next to it just to intensify it and give it a little bit more depth as well. For my base, I already had it done. I did use my Benefit Hello Happy Stick Foundation. I do have dry skin and it works really nice for my skin. I also used my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which is one of my all-time favorite concealers ever. And then just to set everything, I used my Kylie Cosmetics Yellow Setting Powder. So once you're done buffing in the red eyeshadow to your crease and you're happy with the way that it's blended, you want to begin cutting your crease. Now, to cut your crease, there are various options. One of the most popular ways is to use a concealer, but since I have a white cake liner, I'm going to be taking my Norvina white cake liner. This is an extremely opaque white liner, and I'm taking a super small liner brush, and I'm just basically going in and cutting my crease that way. Once I've already created the line on my crease that I'm happy with, I'm starting to fill it in with the same cake liner. As you can see, this is an extremely quick and easy method to cut your crease. I did want my white to be a little more opaque, so I am letting it dry off and going in with the second layer so it can be as bright as possible. I did use my MAC Fix Plus as a mixing medium for this cake liner. The more setting spray that you use, the liquidier it will be. The less that you use, the more opaque it will be. I used the same two eyeshadows that I used at the beginning of the look. I took the matte white just to set my eyelid, and then for my outer crease and to blend it into the lid, I did take the same red eyeshadow that I used and I blended it into the white lid as best as I could. Just to finish off the eyes, I am lining my eye with a black liquid liner. This black liquid liner is from SHOPMISSA. I have a video on my channel using only SHOPMISSA makeup. I did a full face with makeup that only costed $1. Everything on this website is $1. This liquid liner has easily become one of my absolute favorites. I've already ordered it multiple times because it's so good and so inexpensive. If you're interested in checking out that video, I'm going to link it down below. The next thing that I'm doing is taking a red lip liner, and since I didn't have a red pencil eyeliner, I'm just taking this lip liner. It's the closest thing that I had to red, and I'm using it in my waterline. After applying the waterline color, I'm going to be popping on some lashes. These lashes are from the Bold Lash. You can find them on Instagram. They have so many styles of lashes. This one here is called Blown Away. I always allow my lash glue to get tacky for about 2 to 3 minutes. I find it the easiest to work with this way. After trimming my lashes to the size that I need, I like to first lay down the center of my lash, and then I adjust the outer corner, and then finally I'll adjust the inner corner. Now that the eyes are almost completely done, my last step is to smoke out the lower lash line. I'm taking an extremely small eyeshadow brush and just a black eyeshadow. I'm just running this all along the lower lash line. I also wanted to give a nice pointy edge to the inner corner, as you can see on one of my eyes. So all I did for that was I took my liquid liner and I started to carefully map out the liner that I wanted. I tried to make it really pointy and really sharp in the inner corner. I feel like this gives the look a little bit more of an edgy spice to it instead of just being very bland and dull. After I was happy with it, I took a black eyeshadow and I buffed it into the lower lashes. You can go as low as you want with this. I did try to keep it kind of high just to not give me so much smoke. So now that the eyes are completely done, I'm moving on to the lips. I'm basically just lining my lips with a red lip liner. I actually got this lip liner in one of my recent BoxyCharms and I've been loving it so far. It's so creamy and so easy to work with. After you're done lining your lips, I always have lined the inner center of my lips as well. I find that this gives you so much more color and it makes your lipstick last so much longer. I'm using a beautiful red Hank & Henry lipstick. I've actually never seen anything like this. All you have to do is push down and then out comes the lipstick. And then once you unwind the lipstick, it's covered in this beautiful, stunning red glitter. But once you apply the lipstick to your mouth, the glitter doesn't show. It's just amazing. I don't know how they did this, but it just looks so stunning and so beautiful. So moving on to the clown laugh or the clown smile, whatever you want to call it, I'm starting at the outer corner of my mouth and I'm using the same eyeshadows that I used on my face. I'm taking an extremely small detailing brush just to have more control over these eyeshadows, and I'm slowly starting to thicken up the line. As you can see, I started at the outer corner of my mouth and then at the lower lash line so that I can connect them at the cheek. So that way at a later point you do have enough space to create the bandana effect. My red lip liner and drawing a thin line throughout the center of the smile just to give this some dimension. So once again, I'm taking my Norvina white opaque liner and a small eyeliner brush just to create the teardrop. I decided to first do the white because it's so much easier to outline with black as opposed to fill in with white, if that makes sense. So first with the white, and then once you let that dry, go in with your black eyeliner just to give it some shape and also to make it stand out. The white only, I feel like it doesn't show, but once you add that black border, it definitely stands out so much more. Clowns also usually have that red button nose, so I do recommend doing the tip of your nose as well. If you don't want to do it, you can leave this out, but I feel like it does complete the look. So I just took the red eyeliner that I've been using throughout the look and I'm doing a small upside down triangle onto the tip of my nose. I also added a tiny little bit of highlighter to the very tip and blended it out as good as I could. Once I had that done, the very last step is to create the bandana effect onto your lips and onto the smile. Now, if you do have a bandana nearby, I recommend just following the designs as best as you can. I was basically looking at my bandana and just trying to mimic the shapes that I saw. The shapes that I saw very often were the circles, the lines, and especially the dots. I used my white opaque liner and the small eyeliner brush. This was so easy to do. The only thing that I have to say is to remember not to smash your lips together. Like, a lot of us constantly blend our lips or our lip gloss. Don't do that. I did that a couple times unknowingly and I just completely messed up the design of my lips. So just try to keep in mind that you cannot be blending your lips throughout the night. I hope that everybody has a happy and a safe Halloween. This is a completed look. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and if you are following along and recreating this on Halloween night, leave a comment below and let me know. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.